we should be coming on live stream there. Live stream's going. Good morning. Hey, or good afternoon. Hey, everybody. Outdoors Day. I'm breaking into live programming on the Outdoor Call Radio app. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. First Buk Talk Radio of 2026. Can you believe that? First Talk Radio of 2026, huh? All right, so we are going to get ready to start the show. We're going to talk. It's just going to be us today since it's the first one. Then we'll start getting some guests popping in, and we'll go from there. If you got suggestions, or stuff you want me to have guests on to talk about, you can light me up on the message board or send me a DM, and I will get that to you. And other than that, let's just ready to get start the show. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do a little bowstring adventures tonight. I think that's what we're going to do. Hearts pounding as we draw our bow on the hunt for the thrill of the chase. In the stillness of the air, we find our place. With focus and precision, we take our stance. Bowstring adventures where the adrenaline runs high as we let the arrow fly, aiming for the sky. All right, welcome to the first Buk Talk Radio of 2000. Well, the new season starts. So let's just say it that because we did some Buk Talk Radio earlier in the year in January, when the deer season was over. But we're back for fall of 26. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it already. Hope everyone had a good, Memorial Day weekend. I know a lot of folks were out and about traveling and doing good. Next week is June, and that means a lot of folks celebrate National P Day. Time to get your trail cameras out. Yes, I said P Day. A lot of folks call it that. Rick Sesker, the winner, the man, the myth, the legend. That's him right there. Yeah, so it's time to put away our turkey calls. Time to put the old Rupert's roost and peace box calls and stuff away, and it's time to get the old grunt calls out and ready. Hey, Leverdowski, our condolences to Chris and his family. They lost a family member this couple days ago, and God bless them. They're good people, and I'm sorry for your loss, Chris. Tell your wife I'm sorry about that too. I know that's got to be hard for her. I went through that myself, so not a good thing, but we love yous. All right, so this time of year, people are going to want to start talking about getting mock scrapes going and getting out. And getting tree stand locations going. Now, I've told you that, a lot of us have already went out and started doing our, back in March, or late February, middle February, March, we were doing our, going out trying to find sheds, doing some shed hunting and stuff, and that was a premier time to sit there and look at the way the trail's set up, still find really good active scrape activity, and rubs that you might not have seen anymore. And as you all know, that I love Onyx. I use Onyx quite a bit, and I always go and see what kind of stuff I've got going on and things that I know that just new activity. Anytime I see a new scrape line, thank you, Dan. You're more than welcome, Chris. You don't ever have to say your thing. Thank you, or you're fine. So I like to go on and just look at while I'm out shed hunting, and just marking spots, and things that I just renewed my Onyx, and I should be. Oh, that's there. My account. I got that. My content. Select hunt areas. Hide all, cancel. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, I gotta scroll down a little. I gotta pinch it off. There you go. I have to pinch it off. There we go. So when I was out shed hunting this spring, those are all the new activity or places that I used as marks that I was looking for, either a place to put a tree stand, place to put a ground blind, or just some place that was brand new deer activity and stuff that I wanted to locate and put my cameras out. So right here I've got two blind markers right there if you can see that. And then I've got the X's. Those X's are where I saw new scrape activity. And the one was actually in a corner, and they were jumping the fence and hopping over there, and they actually started using a new trail than they did the previous year. So that's why Onyx is such a great tool to use when you're out there doing your activities. That way, when you get this time of year, you can go right back to your Onyx, and it'll take you right there, and you don't have to worry about if the farmer's got crops in, and if the weeds are growing up. You don't know, you kind of forget where exactly it was. You don't have to worry about that anymore because you can go to your Onyx and go right to it. So I encourage everybody to go on Onyx Hunt and get that elite membership, and you're going to be good for anywhere in the North America, wherever you're going to go hunting. I could even do that out there with Chris and Roop and everybody. When I go turkey hunting, there's a spot I want to mark. I can do that anywhere because I've got my Onyx with me. Is good. So the questions I'm getting a lot is this year is, Dan, what are you doing as far as your mocks? What places are you looking for? Corners are very good. Trails, existing scrape lines, rub lines are good places to start. And we'll start getting into the product side of it, what to use more after this next week or so. I'll get Sean and Dawn on from Jinx and Sense, and we'll go through the synthetic and the non-synthetic line that you can use. And we'll talk about exactly what we're going to put out. I'm going to try to get out tomorrow and put some hex sticks out over a couple areas that I've already got marked that I just showed you, and start some brand new mock scrapes. Now, I will encourage you to, when you do this, that don't give up. Not every new scrape will work. 90% of them probably will, but there's going to be a few that probably won't take. So don't worry about that. Try to put a mock scrape within, try to do it every 100, 150, 200 yards. Don't put them all right together. Spread them out, okay? But if you go on well-used pinch points, travel corridors, fence lines, crossings, from bedding areas to food sources, I promise you're going to get into some activity. And before you get back to the trunk later that day, usually I've already got deer coming out there and sniffing to see what's going on. Always take you a weed eater, take you a spade, shovel, something to make sure you clean out, overturn it, dig it out like a deer would do it. I wear gloves. I wear my regular rubber boots. I try to leave as least amount of scent as I can when I do that. And then I'll go ahead and I'll take my limb licker. I'll take on the licking branch. I'll put limb lickers on the end of the licking branches. And then I'll use my pee on the ground, and then I'll use synthetic attractant on a hex platform. So that's my setup and the go-to. Now, trail cameras, love Onyx. It's a must for any hunter, anyone hiking or camping. I agree with you, Chris. That's a good thing to go. Trail cameras have really made deer hunting a year-long activity. We're getting to this type of year where the deer, they're starting to grow an inch a day. You're going to see, what kind of residential deer that you have running around. And it's nice to get in there, and you can set up your camera systems now, and you don't have to go in there and pull SD cards every 2 weeks like we used to 10, 15 years ago, because we got pictures going right to our phones now. Like right here's my reveals, and all my cameras are dead right now. They're all dead. I've got to get out there tomorrow and put new. I got lithium packs already charged up, and yes, I do put my name on them, so that way if one of my buddies swaps out a camera battery or whatever, I know they'll know. They can give that back to me when they're done using it. But I switched over from using regular alkaline batteries to rechargeables to these lithium packs, and I probably won't ever go back to the regular batteries anymore. I'm pretty much sold on these lithium packs. I'm getting a way more use out of them. They're so much more convenient to carry. I've got a multi-tray charger that Reveal Tacticam puts out. I can do 3 at a time, and I'm ready to go and go there. And what's nice is I'm going to tell you how to extend that a little bit farther with the use of solar panels. I've got one of the other solar panels that I got from Tacticam and Reveal right here. If you put that up and you got this solar panel, if it's you're catching the sun from when it rises in the east and tracks it all the way till it sets in the west, you're going to get a lot of charging time. So you got that running back into your camera. using your lithium pack, you might not have to go in there for 5 or 6 months, depending on the activity of the deer. If you get a lot of if you're getting a lot of video, if you're getting a lot of camera pictures, then that might be a little shorter runtime. But I promise you, you're not going to be going in there and doing what? Educating the deer. Deer will pattern us as much as we try to pattern them. Okay, that's just a fact. So you really want to try to limit your activity in an area that you're hunting to do that. So that's what I try to do. So the lithium packs are really good. You don't have to worry about I got a ton of rechargeables too. I still use my rechargeables on my video cameras and stuff. But as far as trail cams goes, a lot of times, like I said, hey, Donnie Warren up in PA, how you doing? I can put those in and I don't have to worry about them. And what's nice too is you can press that little button there on the end and it'll tell you how your battery's charged. So right there, I just did it and see the lights? I got a full battery there, which is nice. You can check your levels as you're making sure that those are good. A full battery is a beautiful thing. You don't get out there and check them, and you get out there and you put them in, you swap them out, and you open the camera door, you hit the menu, and nothing happens. It's like, oh man, is my battery dead? So that's nice. If you can get the ones you just press that little button right there, and it'll tell you if it's full or not. Isn't that nice? I like that a lot. Very good thing. 5:10 and some change here on the show. I want to say thank you to Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls and Rut and Peace Grunt Calls. We are switching over to promote the grunt call business side of it now. This is the one I love, the wood one. So easy to use. The volume's great. They do a great job. I want to thank our friends at Winsent. We're going to be giving quite a few away of these Winsent 3.0 units this year. These are brand new, and we'll get into that more. I'm going to try and Onyx to mark field tie. Well, yeah, Onyx is the way to go, man. I'm telling you. Let's see. We want to thank our fine folks at Winsent, Predator Camo, Gearhead Archery. I just got a new Pivot Carbon 24 dipped in Predator. And that is at Archery Field and Sports right now, getting new strings and cables put on it. I just got that. Skip built it for me when I was up there turkey hunting, and that's what my big game bow is going to be this fall. I want to thank our friends at Face Off E-Bikes. Thanks to Dieter and everybody there. They got a big sale going on if you want to check that out. Kool-Aid Archery, Bo and Rhonda, they do an amazing job. I love my Infeezys. Fourth Arrow Camera Arms, they're part of Winsent and Final Rest, and I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I'll get it later. Norlander Socks and Weeby Knives. So those are all the folks that help me do the radio shows on Buk Talk Radio, and we got a lot more people helping us with everything. But those are a few of the highlighters for the week. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about trail cam, finish up to trail cam setup. I'm going to show you a couple of the cameras that I use. I've got the X Pro right here. Now we're going to be our X 3.0. We're going to be giving some of these. Hi Tony. We're going to be giving some of these away throughout the season this year. But I'll go over the 3.0, and then I've got an Ultra here. I've got two Ultras out right now. This was the one they just came out with. That is really it's such a neat deal. It's more compact, and it's got some camo on it, and I'll tell you more about that when we come back too. But let me take a real quick break. This will be a short break. Don't go anywhere. If you got questions, let me know, and I will answer them. And I will do that when I come back in a few minutes. So don't go anywhere. I got to get this in real quick and say thanks to some people.
OnX Hunt helps hunters be more successful in the field each season, with maps of all public and private land and a fully functional GPS without service. The app, trusted by over 6 million users, has just released a bunch of new features to help you on your next hunt. New aerial imagery options like leaf off, recent imagery updated every 2 weeks with historic look back, and imagery on demand. On top of that, OnX is reinventing the trail camera market by syncing your Hunt app with multiple cell camera manufacturers and helping to organize and analyze your photos. You can also now view your maps in Dash when driving to your next hunting location. These are just a few of the many updates OnX has for this hunting season. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days, or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership.
Have you been looking for an easier way to haul your gear for your outdoor adventures or projects? Well, have you looked at Compass Carts? Compass Carts offers a unique and durable system for all of your outdoor needs. Compass Carts works with your e-bikes for easy loading of your game, gear, or what you need to go from camp, tailgates, or to the project site. They offer several hitch options so you can use your ATV or your side-by-side as well. Compass Carts have great suspensions that hold up to big payloads, wheel options that can handle over 300-pound loads while holding up to the harshest terrains with no flats. They also convert to a carrier for your bike or gear by simply loading to your vehicle hitch with ease. So no more struggling to get your deer, elk, or other game and gear back. Just load it on your Compass Cart and you're on your way. For more information, check them out, compasscarts.com, or find a dealer near you.
Well, you finally got that deer tagged, and you're heading to home. Wouldn't it be nice to have a partner waiting for you to help you get that big buck out of the truck or side-by-side for skinning and processing without struggling? Well, Minerva Creek Game Hoisting Systems will be there to help you. Minerva Creek Game Hoisting Systems are made in the USA in Springfield, Missouri. These high-quality game hoisting systems are engineered to handle any type of big game, perfect for the hardcore hunter or outfitter. You worked so hard to get that opportunity. You want to get every ounce of that quality protein to the deer processor or in the freezer for your family. Minerva Creek Game Hoisting Systems were engineered to help you do that. They carry several different models that will meet the needs for the single hunting family or outfitter's budget. So this season, don't worry about having help back at home or camp. Minerva Creek Game Hoisting Systems that will make every hunting camp easier. Go check them out at minervacreek.com or give them a call at 515-446-2383.
Have you ever been out hunting and starting to do the hard work of breaking down that game you just tagged, only to have your knife fail after you just tried to take the hide off to quarter the animal? Well, let me tell you about a knife that will never let that happen to you. That's Weeby Knives. It's quickly becoming the go-to outdoor knife in the industry. Hey, it's Outdoors Day, and I want to tell you about the most functional set of outdoor knives I came across in a while, Weeby Knives. Have trouble keeping an edge on a knife? Go check out WeebyKnives.com. Replaceable scalpel blades that make sure you always have a sharp knife in the field. I have a Weeby knife in my tackle box and my backpack. That way I know I'm covered no matter what job I need to do, and it's going to be done the right way. From turkey hunting to deer hunting, trapping to camping, Weeby knives are my go-to in the field. Don't believe me?
I'm Ronnie Adams from History Channel Swamp People, and when I want a sharp knife, I'll reach for Weeby knives. You heard me? Weeby knives, wicked sharp, my baby.
Now that's a knife. Get yours at WeebyKnives.com and tell them Outdoors Dan sent you.
I grab my quiver and my bow. It's my gearhead, don't you know? Climbing to the top of Gearhead Archery.
All right, welcome back to Buk Talk Radio on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. 7 o'clock tonight, Unknown Files is on with the Illinois Paranormal Research Group. Check that out if you like that kind of thing. All right, I miss doing Unknown Files a little bit. I miss the Bigfoot stuff. Yes, I do. I miss talking to the Bigfoot people. All right, I got that on here. Stu says, Dan, I saw your video about the tree stands. I thought that was a good tip. Can you explain what do you mean by smaller trees? Well, Stu, just the circumference of the tree. The big, here in Iowa, we got big cottonwoods, we got oaks, so we can get into a bigger tree that helps break us up, right, when we're up in the tree. And then you don't cut all the branches all the way around the tree out. You want to leave back cover. So that way, if you're in a bedding area, what I like to do or suggest is I put my tree stand facing away from it. So if I'm in a smaller tree, because I've got less stuff to break me up, right? In other words, if I'm looking right at a bedding area and I got deer coming out, jumping the fence, and then they see me, I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb if I'm in a small tree. I want to have back cover. So if I'm on the opposite side of that tree, I got that tree breaking me up like right here. See how it breaks me up? Breaks me up, that tree. So you got a less chance of that deer seeing you. And then leave a lot of back cover so you're not skylighted or silhouetted. And that's what that video was for, Stu. But thank you. I do appreciate that. Patrick was in Knoxville last week and stopped by and at Racks and Tracks and got us each a tumbler and a Weeby knife, sharp knife, and cool tumbler. Well, Rick, that's awful cool of you. Way to go. And I know Jeremy and Bree and everybody appreciated that, I'm sure. All right, cameras. We're going to talk a little bit about the cameras. This is the X30. It's got a built-in GPS. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care what brand you buy, do not buy a camera that does not have a built-in GPS. And there's a reason for that. You're going to want to know where that camera is the whole time you got it, right? These things are not cheap. I mean, they're pretty expensive. And if it's got a built-in GPS, it doesn't matter if someone comes along and steals your camera, if they take the battery out, there's an internal battery in there that GPS is still going to ping, and you're going to be able to go on your phone, and you're going to be able to go right to that person's driveway or garage and say, "Give me my camera back." Of course, I would call the police or the sheriff and the DNR and have them meet me there. That's what I would do, because I don't believe in fighting anymore. I believe in shooting. I'm kidding. No, I don't. I'm sorry, man. I'm tired of dealing with people taking stuff. If it's not yours, don't take it. Get a camera that's got internal GPS. You're always gonna know where your camera's at, and it's very, very important. SD card is optional on these things. They've got internal the memory, and they got rated for the reveal's rated for #1 battery life. But the built-in GPS is one of my favorite things. You got a 3-shot burst. It's got 1080 full FHD video, low grade. It's Wi-Fi enabled. You can change your settings on your phone while you're at home. It'll automatically go to your camera in the field. You can change your settings, your time, your delay times. You can do all that. These new cameras are amazing. And again, we're going to give a couple of these away throughout the year. I've got 3 or 4 or 5 of them to give away. I'm running right now. I've got one of those out, and I've got 2 of my Ultras, and the Ultras are really good. It's got the internal GPS, like I told you. It's got a selectable flash on it. It's got a live stream, so I can actually go live on the Ultra anytime I want. I can hit go live on the app, and my camera will pop on, and within 35 to 60 seconds, and I'll get a live video or a live stream of what's out there. So I've got the ability to do that, which is nice. I will warn you, though, if you do that a lot, you're going to drain your battery a little bit more. You're going to get a little less battery performance, but it is nice to have that feature. It's easy setup. It's got an internal SD card. I go ahead and I throw a 32 or 64 gig card in. You don't have to worry about putting your SIM cards in these cameras anymore. They've got an internal SIM card system. So no matter what carrier you got in your area, AT&T, Verizon, whatever, T-Mobile, it's going to go to that system and use it. So you're going to have way more better connectability with these new cameras than you do in the cameras we had in the past. So that's nice. I thoroughly enjoy Easy. Easy's better. Why make it hard on ourselves? Tacticam actually came out with a new program too. Do I still have that on my phone? It's they got a new trade-in program. Please tell me I didn't introducing. Oh, here we go. Introducing Tacticam Recaptured. Buy and sell pre-owned Tacticams. List your gear now. Looking for it to add in your arsenal. Looking to sell. You can shop now. You can trade. You can buy. You can do a lot of things. So if you got a lot of Tacticams built up that you're not using anymore, or if you want to upgrade, go check out that website, and they'll do it. They'll help you do it. It's really, really nice. And like I said, the new cameras are just flat out amazing. So I'm going to be going with the synthetic deer pee when I start my scrapes this week. I'm going to use a dominant buck urine, and then I'm going to use a product called, is it Mystic? I'm going to use Mystic in the Hex. I got some Mystic discs, and I'm going to put that in the Hex dispenser, and then I'm going to take that limb liquor and touch off the end of that licking branch with that, and that's what I'm going to set up my scrapes with for right now. And I'll let you know how that's going in a week or so. Tommy, what's going on, buddy? Tommy, I missed you guys at Turkey Camp too. I'm sorry, my shoulder's getting better finally. It still hurts, but it's not as bad as it was. But I did miss everybody in the pencil. I will be there next year, unless Ted says I don't want you there. I'll be there. So, and I love Roop. I don't think that'll ever happen. So, my buddy the Roop, the Roopster. Roop had a good turkey season. He got 2 birds. Everybody, man, that turkey camp is so much fun. Murph does an amazing job cooking. Freddie's always helping out, doing stuff. You got AJ coming out there playing. You got Tommy and Don, and everybody's always just great. Wonderful camp stories. Everybody's just having a good time hanging out, and I thoroughly enjoy my time in PA. Maybe get a pie, get a pizza, But most of the time, it's we're grilling and having fun, and it's just a lot of fun out there. So I'm very grateful that I got to meet all them guys and got to become buddies with a lot of them, and that's all right. It's good to see everybody out there. All right, anybody got any camera questions? Anything that you want to go? So I'm going to recap. If you're going out this year, try to look at the lithium packs instead of using the alkaline or the rechargeable batteries. You're going to get way more running time out of these big lithium packs. And if you want to extend that where you don't have to go out for several months, look at getting a solar panel system. Now, actually, Tacticam just came out with a double one. It folds out, and I've got that. I think I got that in the back of my truck. I've got that all charged up. I'm going to use that too, but I've got a couple of these that I use, and then I've got that new fold out. But like I said, I'm really, really well. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. I missed you guys too. I really got a chance to use these about a year or two ago, and I was shocked. And 5-6 months, I didn't have to go in there and mess with anything. It was great. If it got a real heavy rain or something like that, then I would go in there and doctor up my scrapes again. But you can get in and get out, and if you can hit your side by side or your ATV, or I'm going to use my face-off e-bike now, and they won't even hear me come in and out. It'll be zip, 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 and I'll be out there, no impact. And anytime you can extend, keeping out of your areas, you're better off. So lithium pack, solar chargers, get a camera that's got a built-in internal GPS, places to look for your scrapes. I don't, now you can do whatever you want. This is just me. I don't mess with a real scrape. If I see a real deer scrape that I know that buck is using every year, I leave it alone because I want him to come back. And then I'll go 100 yards down and I'll put another scrape in that line to get him to come at. You can put a camera out there and stuff, but if it's a real annual scrape, that he's there all the time, then I would leave that, and then as you get closer to the hunting season, October 1st, you could start putting in a little doe urine in there, and then you get into towards Halloween, then you can start putting in your estrus. Put a couple sprinkles of estrus in there, like does in there hitting it. So, but that I always try to start my own, and I'll put 2 or 3 scrapes out on our hunting area historically, and I know where it's kind of weird too. On when it's soybeans, they scrape over here. When it's corn, they scrape in a different place, or when it's corn, there's 2 scrapes that they hit, whether it's beans or corn. But it's weird how they'll rotate that. And I don't know if it's influencing the travel of the deer that changes it, or it's the food source or what. But I do notice that that does change a bit. Places that you have a lot of acorns is a great place to put. If you're on a ridge, a quarter of a way down that ridge, you'll see trails. Those are usually buck trails. Bucks usually don't stay on top of the ridge. They'll usually travel just off the shelf. And if you see an area right there, that's a great place to put a couple mocks and put a camera there. And then that'll really help you for your early season hunting too. If the acorns start dropping, first thing I get every September, Dan, what's going on with the deer? I'm not seeing any deer. I get this every year. And it's like, nothing's really going on with the deer. Do you have acorns or oaks on your property? Yeah. Then they're not in the soybeans anymore. They're on the acorns. So always try to have a couple setups on your acorns, have a couple setups on your crop fields, your food plots, and then that way you can kind of keep an idea what the deer are doing, and you can flip your strategies around. Have different stand setups for different wind directions, of course, and that'll really help you be a little more successful in the field. All right, I think that's good. I think we got our first Buk Talk Radio done. I'm trying to keep them to a half an hour. Great. Thank you, Rick. I really appreciate that. Scotty in Oklahoma, I missed you, buddy. I don't hear from you anymore. I hope you've just been busy. I think about you all the time, pal. Scotty, my buddy, the taxidermist down in Oklahoma. He's a hoot, He's a good guy, too. That's Pete the Donuts, buddy. Yeah, Scotty, send me some screenshots, man. Speaking of that, this week I'm giving away a $50, right there, I'm going to point to jinx them. They're Jinxum Nation. I got a $50 certificate gift card to Jinxum Scents. We'll give that away on Saturday. You can use it forever you want. Coffees, food plot seed, deer product. They got great swag, cooking supplies. That check them out. Jinxum Scents. But somebody's going to get that on Saturday. Father's Day. We're doing a big deal for Father's Day. I'm giving away a $100 gift card to Jinxum and a $50 gift card to Predator Camo. $150 for Father's Day. Someone's going to win. So I'm excited about that. All right, I'm out of here. You guys be good. Let me hit the starter of the show. Get that going. I will see you soon. If you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, we'll talk on Saturday. See ya.